Welcome back, everyone, to the 2021 Clash at the Canyons, presented by Discmania. We're Ace Run Pro here out at Lockport, Illinois. I'm Sarah Hokom, here with Deanne Carey.
What's up, guys? We'd like to thank our coverage sponsor, Infinite Disc. And then we're going to have our FPO Round 1 feature card. And that's going to be Juliana Korver from Team Innova. Sarah Hokom from Team MVP. Kristin Tattar from Team Latitude 64, all the way from Estonia. Then we have our local Kacie Glade, sponsored by Delwood Disc Golf.
It's been quite a front nine. I'm in the lead at even. Kristin Tattar just 1 over par. Juliana right behind her at 2 over par. And Kacie Glade at 5 over par. Moving on to one of the hardest holes on the course. Hole 10 is a par 4, 593 feet from an elevated tee. Trying to shoot down this gap. There is a river on the left, so the righty hyzers are going to have a tough lie here to get that to stay straight. Then you're going to have a Mando on this right side. You got to go left of the Mando, turning this corner to a plateaued green with a drop off behind it, and that river comes up real quick on that left side.
Looks like you're throwing your crave here.
Yeah, looking to pop this down the pipe and keep it in the center.
I like that gap.
Well, the body English was a little off, but I ended up on the grass without any water.
And that's always great on this hole.
Juliana playing up that right side, landing in a similar position.
Looks like she threw her Atlas there. Kristin will be going with a St. Pro.
Get a nice flip up out of the hand.
Oh, and that looks good.
Checks up way up the fairway past the spotter.
Oh, that needs to sit down.
It does.
Yes, caught the last little bit of grass.
The crowd loves it. Getting that local love. Juliana going putter. Really just pitching beyond this Mando.
Such control on that shot.
Beautiful flight. I'm also kind of pinched on this right side, playing a shot to the Mando as well.
And that's a good shot as well. Just get you around there so you can pitch up for the par.
Kacie in position to make a pretty big shot towards the pin.
Still
Nice.
a good shot.
Yeah, gets beyond the Mando.
Looks like Kristin's going to be going with her sidearm here.
This looks like a defender getting a nice skip inside the circle.
That's a great shot. Still a scary putt. Because you do have OB behind the basket.
I mean, the fact that she got a putt at this hole is really amazing. I'm throwing a reactor on a hyzer. Little tree love.
Got a little
Thank
tree
you.
love. Yes.
Thank you, Treeses.
So I wonder if anyone's going to go for the $100 bounty on this hole.
There's a $100 bounty.
If anybody makes a 2 on this hole, they get $100.
Wow. I think I'd be maybe even more excited just to get the 2.
Yeah.
This is a really difficult birdie, let alone an eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Juliana hits a tree on her way to the basket, but still inside the circle for her par.
Looks like Kacie will just...
Kacie pitching it up also hits the same tree, kicks back for a little bit of a tester.
Kristin for her birdie look. And yes, that's
Wow.
such a good birdie.
Sneak it in that left side.
They're,
The only birdie on the day, in fact.
I was gonna say they're.
I didn't know that anybody could get this one.
No.
Kacie going for her
Oh, stay in bounds.
par. And that goes out of bounds. That river came up real quick.
Yeah.
Juliana with a similar putt. Sneaks it in the left
She
side.
looks like she was scared of that one.
Yeah, she like holds her left shoulder and looks away from the basket on her putting.
Kacie with a straddle putt. That was a good putt to save her bogey.
Yeah, really great execution after unfortunate water.
And you tapping in your par there.
Really happy to have a par. In fact, only 22% pars, 72% bogey or worse. So Kacie is not alone here.
Looks like Sarah and Kristin are at even par. Juliana 2 over and Kacie at 7 over.
Moving on to hole 11, par 3, 258 feet up this really tight gap to a green surrounded by some rocks. There's a lot of trouble on the left and on the right, so players are going to need to pure this gap. Really plays to a righty hyzer, which is a few specialties on this card.
Oh yeah. Looks like you're right about puring the gap, as Kristin will throw her pure here
Oh,
and puts it.
I guess
Right beside the
that's the
basket.
right disc, huh?
Yeah. You're throwing your relay here?
Yeah, looking for it to turn a little bit more. And it doesn't, but outside the circle for a look at birdie.
Slight downhill putt. Looks like Juliana is throwing her turn here.
I'm going to guess that's not a turn. I might have some bad info there. It
No,
looks like-
leopard 3, sorry.
Okay, there we go. Actually, that's quite a bit of disc. I'm kind of surprised she didn't throw
yeah.
like her putter or an atlas.
Kacie threw, looks like her strike here.
Leaving it a little left, but she's still got to look for birdie just outside the circle.
Oh, and she makes it, yes.
Ooh. Great release. Right in the center. I've got a little bit of a ceiling, and the stance is a bit odd.
Right off the top. It was a good bid.
I'm hoping one of those circle 2 putts will fall today. Juliana for birdie.
Yep.
JK in the basket.
And for your par there.
And Kristin up with her birdie look from pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
With her putting, I would say this is almost a guarantee.
Yep.
So 3 birdies. Man, I ruined that star birdie. Whoops. Kristin goes to 1 under. I'm still at even. Juliana down to +1. And Kacie also gets the birdie to go to +6. Moving on to hole 12. This is a par 4, 640 feet. OB in the tall grass on the left side, and there is also OB on the right side into the woods. Players are going to want to throw about to here, which is the short tee, leaving them about 350 feet to sneak it into this guarded green, surrounded by rocks. Lots of these rock greens out here. There is a little bit of OB on the left side as well. That continues on from that OB left from the early part of the fairway.
It's like Kristin is throwing her grace, and that needs to get down. Oh, hit that last tree.
I think that saved her.
Yeah. That thing had some speed on it. Juliana throwing her turn here.
It's pretty aggressive. She gets tons of distance.
Such a good spot.
Right in the middle. Kacie also with the aggressive distance shot.
She's been throwing that strike so well.
That looks good.
And this is your crave shot. It needs to get down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Inbounds, but I kind of left that out a little bit right. And turn that over a little bit. But the tree kept it in bounds. Thank you, Treesus, once again. Kacie with a rip. Look at this thing.
Skip.
Gets the skip into the
such
green.
A good skip.
Wow.
She'll have a look for a birdie right there. Looks like Kristin got far enough where she can maybe. Oh, no. She's going to throw a side.
Yeah, she's a little pinched.
I was going to say, she could probably throw it mid-range.
With that tree on the backside, but she's trying. I think she's trying to get there. Looks like her grace. Get some turn.
Looks like I hit one of those trees.
That gets caught up. That'll be a long look for par. Juliana throwing all the way to the basket, pin high. Wow, what a shot. Pitching up for par. About all I can do on this hole.
That looked like a good flying disc. Looks like Kristin's just laying up for her par as well. Trying to get as close to the basket as she can.
Mm-hmm. And Kacie for her birdie. And she gets it.
Such a good birdie.
2 in a row.
That crowd.
Always feels good to perform in front of your loved ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Kristin missing her par putt. Looks like she might have rushed that one a little bit.
Yeah, another low left. But Juliana for birdie.
Yeah.
In the basket. Great birdie.
Oh, no. Right.
Kristin tapping in her birdie. I mean her bogey, sorry. Looks like Juliana, Sarah, and Kristin are at even par. Kacie is at 5 over.
So that ties all of us up.
Yeah.
Moving on to hole 13, par 4, 665 feet. This will call for a distance shot off the tee. There is OB on the left and the right, but the fairway is pretty wide, so we should see some boomers. Next shot, players are going to throw probably another distance shot into this very guarded green surrounded by rocks with a pretty extreme drop-off behind the basket.
This hole and the last hole look pretty similar, but I feel like this hole might be just a tad bit more challenging.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit farther. However, it does have more space.
Yes.
You know, there's a little bit less OB. Kacie with the hyzer flip. Getting it out there. Right in the middle.
You just want to try to get as much distance as you can off the tee.
I'm going with a vanish. Happy to be in the middle there. Had a little bit of wind coming up on this hole.
See how far Kristin can get down there with her defender.
She's just going hyzer. Doesn't even need to flex it to throw it, I don't know, 70 feet past everyone else. What a shot.
Kacie for her second shot.
Oh, she needs that to sit. Oh. One of the little trees gets in the way. Keeps her safe, though. I'm going with my trace.
Not gonna skip.
Not a lot of skip on the grass. Juliana with a leopard, I believe. Fades a little bit left, but
Oh, inside the circle.
sneaks up in there, pin high. Wow. She has so much distance.
She does.
It is it's awesome to see.
I love how it kind of looks like most of her bag is on the flippier side of things. So she likes to do that hyzer flip a lot.
Kristin with the pure hyzer into the
Kristin.
green.
Yeah, she doesn't need any turn on her disc to get them down there.
No, it's so nice when you can just throw hyzers at things.
Yeah.
It's like it takes a lot of the difficulty out of the hole.
Looks-
Kacie with a bit of a yank, leaving her outside the circle for her par.
Not your
It's an
approach.
envy.
Yep,
Almost trying to go down that hill. Ooh.
that's a scary hill, especially if you're putting at it.
These next couple holes have some kind of difficult greens.
Oh,
Kacie almost gets the par save,
I didn't know if she was gonna run that one.
right? She seems to have pretty good speed control on her putts.
Juliana for the birdie.
Ooh, wow. I
Such a-
wasn't sure that anybody could get this hole, but Juliana and Kristin both up there for the look. And both getting that birdie, along with Stacy Haas. I have not played with her yet, but
Me
I think I
either.
get to play with her today.
Okay.
So we shall see.
Sounds like she bombs then.
I'm thinking I'm going to get to see some big shots.
Just tapping out some pars here. Oh, Kacie actually took her bogey. So that leaves Juliana and Kristin tied at 1 down. Sarah, you're at even, and Kacie is at 6 over.
On to hole 14. This one is a doozy. Par 3, 330 feet up this super tight gap. I mean, the gap was like 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
You gotta get it through this, and then it's gotta be moving really far left once you get through the gap. And of course, as is a lot of these holes, there is a raging creek behind the basket.
And it drops off quite a bit.
Juliana up first. She's going with that Roadrunner again. Gets a nice flip up and gets up there for a pretty much layup look.
Yeah, it's just a great shot to even get out of the mouth.
Kristin going with her St. Pro.
Oof, got a good little hit at the end.
I'm going roller here. I tried the turnover sidearm. The gap is a little tight for the backhand. And the roller hits something weird on the bounce and pushes left into the woods. Not a great lie.
It's like Kacie's throwing her strike again. It just hit something almost out. And she'll have a little bit of a look.
This is pretty tough to get this left enough. Hits a tree. Now she's even with the basket.
Yes.
I decided to throw a Hail Mary through these trees instead of try to turn the corner. I can see a little gap.
I'm glad you can.
It's there.
Well, there it is. I could not see that from this angle.
It's just outside the circle. I don't know if it's safe or not. I'm not getting a call from the spotter. Kacie with her third shot, trying to put it close. And she does.
Yep.
And here's the birdie look, and she is...
She's just going to lay up.
Smart play.
Yeah.
And Juliana with a similar decision. Is she going to run it?
Ooh.
Nope.
Didn't seem like it, no. I thought she was for a minute.
I'm just outside the circle.
Are you going to run it?
I am definitely trying to make this, although I'm trying to block out the water behind me.
That was a good bid, though.
Oh, so close.
It was a good bid for that death spot.
Kind of do or die.
Yes.
Kacie to save bogey. I am also looking for that bogey putt. Had a pretty clean round going until I got this bogey on the back.
For 330 feet, it's a pretty tough hole because if you don't make it out of that gap, then...
Yeah, it's got to be something, flipping up something that's a little understable, that still gets a bunch of carry left through the gap. Really technical shot. Juliana and Kristin still at -1. I'm at 1 over, and Kacie's at +7. Just a few holes left here at this first round. Hole 15, par 3, 314 feet, plays up a hill. The line is along this road. There's not a lot of trouble on the right, but there's a ton of trouble on the left. If you come up short, those trees are thick. Also, if you push it too far left into this gap, you're gonna roll down the hill for quite a while, possibly even to a creek with no help on the way back.
Looks like Juliana's throwing her turn here. That looks good. It just needs to fade back.
It gets a little more turn than she wants.
Should be looking straight at the basket. Yep. It's like Kristin bombing on her defender again. That looks good.
Huge hyzer. Looks like she threw it a little higher than she wanted. Didn't quite get the carry, but she still has a look for birdie.
Mm-hmm. And you're throwing your trace here. Just a little inside.
Try to keep it out of the trees.
Came out.
Not really. I'm not really going at this basket.
No.
But Kacie should be. She's
like-
got the distance.
Looks like she'll throw her katana here. That looks really good.
But
short.
not the distance that she needed, and she's kind of in trouble there on the left side.
Yeah.
Throws
it
the
turned
roller.
into a roller.
I don't know if she meant to throw the roller or if just hitting that bush turned it to a roller.
It worked, and she'll be inside the circle. That's it. There you go.
That was me pleading for my disc not to roll down the hill.
That hill comes really quickly. Juliana looks like she might be... Couldn't really tell.
I don't know. I think that was a layup.
I want to think she laid it up. Kristin definitely probably going for it. Oh.
Also a layup. Nobody wants a
was.
piece of this basket. I keep wondering if my minor freak out when I was trying to get my disc to stop made everyone feel a little bit tentative about putting at this basket. Inadvertent working my card mates.
Maybe.
So everybody be dropping in a par except for Kacie.
Yep. And she'll be taking the solo bogey on this one.
So tough finish on this course. We've got a couple really tough holes coming up as well.
Looks like Juliana and Kristin are still tied at 1 down. Sarah, you're at 1 over, and Kacie is at 8 over through hole 15.
Hole 16, par 4, 668 feet. Oh, there's little Raven.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Little Raven. Anyway, the first shot is a really tight tee shot. You want to land right beyond that open space. And then the next shot, you're going to try to go from left to right, turning this corner. You're going to get a look at the basket for birdie. There's trees on the right, there's trees on the left, and then once you get up to that second shot, there's a bunch of OB on the left side and deep.
Now I feel like this would be the hardest hole in the course.
You are correct.
Juliana looks like she's just trying to throw a Roadrunner to keep it straight, but she's going to end up a little bit on that left side. Kristin with her grace here. And that looks good.
Yeah, Kristin, with the distance that she has, she doesn't have to land in the middle. She can just throw the hyzer. However, she's a little blocked by that tree.
And you're just grabbing your relay here.
Looking for a flip up that stays straight. But I threw it a little bit high, so it did hyzer out and just blocked on that right side.
Kacie with her shrike trying to flip it up.
Looks like she's trying to play that similar line as Kristin, but doesn't get quite the carry, and she's in trouble over there. There's also a bunch of poison ivy over there.
Oh.
Nice pitch out.
Yeah, that should be a good pitch out. Look, my card's in front of you.
Oh, hey. Deanne sighting.
Get out. Yeah, and that should be a really good spot. Sarah with the awkward stance.
Yeah, just trying to kind of get it up there in the middle.
There you go.
Birdie is out of play at this point. And we still haven't gotten to Kristin's drive.
Kacie looks like she's just trying to bomb it up there as far as she can. Stay away from the OB.
That is out of bounds, like a tired kangaroo. Kristin with a sidearm recovery shot.
That's such a good
Beautiful. It looked like her grace. She got a lot of good touch with that. Right in the middle. But also birdie's out of play for her as well.
Yeah. Juliana.
Beautiful turn. Looking like a Roadrunner.
Oh my goodness.
Throws it
Circle
pin high. Circle one. Yeah, she's got a short putt.
Okay. Looks like you're just trying to get around that corner. It's the perfect sidearm shot.
It sure is. And it was not perfect execution. Although
Still circle one.
inside the circle, I have not missed an inside the circle putt yet.
Kacie trying to just get a recovery shot up there. Yeah, she should have a pretty good putt there.
And Kristin, this is her birdie look. Really nice. Parked for par.
There you go. To be that close for a par on this hole is a really good feeling. Yeah.
Yes. So we had some fireworks going off at this point, and you didn't really know when they were going to come. So I think it rattled me a bit.
Yeah, after that loud one, I was on edge for the rest of the round. I didn't know if they were going to shoot off again or not.
Yeah.
Juliana for a par.
No! The body English
yeah.
keeps it in the right side.
I feel like she has some connection going with her putters that she's talking to them. Okay. Looks like Juliana and Kristin are still tied at 1 down. Sarah, you are at 2 over, and Kacie is at 10 over through hole 16.
Kristin and Juliana are separating themselves at this point. Hole 17, par 3, 420 feet. This is big distance, but also placement into these trees. You definitely don't want to be early left. And if you throw the right shot, you'll get a skip off the road that might put you inside the circle, but this is a boomer.
Mm-hmm.
It's also pretty late in the day.
It was getting really late, and a lot of us were ready for dinner.
Yeah, you can kind of see the sun going down over the trees. Juliana up first.
Looks like she will throw her turn.
And turn it is.
I need to come back.
She needs a
Get
skip
a
here.
skip.
Oh,
A
just
little
hit the
one.
grass. But she's pin high.
It's a good shot on this hole.
$10 if you hit the car.
$10 if you hit the car.
She said she would do it for 100,000. So
Okay.
I was like, a little too rich for my blood, Kristin.
Looks like Kristin will throw that grace again. She's been throwing that thing so good all around. On a straight hyzer. Just
Wow, so much distance. Doesn't even need the road
oh
skip.
my goodness.
Gets inside the circle. Fantastic.
Such a good shot. You're throwing your vanish, just trying to turn it over and get that late comeback.
Yeah, I was getting greedy on this one and left myself in a terrible position.
Looks like she just yanked her strike over just a little bit.
Easy to do when you're trying to throw it hard. But she's really far down there, and that's not the worst opening to the pin.
No?
I think I have the worst opening to the pin.
I saw the same shot on my card.
Yeah, I don't know what that little thing is right there, but
It was a good play.
misexecution on both shots. Kacie popping it up there nice and close.
Getting that good Anheuser throw on that disc. Just laying up. On your third shot.
I'm out of position.
Yep, just putting it close to the basket. And Juliana with her birdie look. She put on the sleeve. She's getting a little cold. Looks like she...
Ooh, little
layup.
short. And Kristin, wow, with the putt inside the circle for birdie.
Oh, a little wobbly, but it's in. That was such an amazing shot.
The only birdie on the day. Wow. Kacie for par.
Yep, that's a good par save. Juliana up for her par.
And we are almost done. Juliana with this little tester. Oh. Trying to regain her focus. And she does, right in the center. So one more hole left. What's your favorite hole on the course?
Probably... It's regular course 18. The one
Which
under
is
the
hole-
bridge.
I think that's hole 6.
5.
5. Nice.
Just
All
because
right.
it's so pretty and I can birdie it.
Last hole, hole 18, par 3, 342 feet. This is mostly open for the first 3/4 of the hole. And then you get to the green, which is slightly elevated with some plateaus, some wooden stoppers that can kind of give you some bounce back. But also you can kind of ace run this because it is so high up. I think you've got a nice hill behind it.
So speaking of favorite holes, what would yours be?
I really like hole... I think I like hole 8 the best. Kristin hitting the blocker wood and leaving herself just inside the circle.
Looks like Juliana is throwing her turn here, getting about the same.
It'll be a putt off.
And that's such a tough shot.
Yeah, this is a full distance shot.
It's like Kacie throwing her strike. Looks like it's gonna hyzer out a little early.
Needed that to turn a little bit, but she's up there for a long look.
She can run it. Looks like you're gonna throw your vanish here.
Trying to get all the distance.
That looks good.
And I got a yay in the background.
Yeah. Right outside circle 1?
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. Kacie with her chance for a birdie.
She'll be right under the basket for a par.
Trying to visualize this going into the chains. No,
Yeah.
not today.
Kristin for her birdie look. Oh. Sit. Okay. Just hit off the top.
A little bit of a disappointment not to make that putt, but she has played really well
Yes.
all round. Juliana with a similar look for birdie.
Oh.
The elbow English didn't work that time. So we'll all be tapping in some pars. So now that everyone has seen all these holes, I'd like to hear from the audience about what their favorite hole is.
Yeah, drop us some comments and let us know what your favorite hole on the course is.
And we have 2 more rounds. So a lot of golf left.
Yes.
36 more holes to determine the champion for the Clash at the Canyons. So pretty impressive. Kristin and Juliana both under par on this really difficult track. I mean, most of the holes are out of reach.
Oh, yeah. So to be under par at all on this course, you're doing something really good.
I mean, 10 of the holes out here had either no birdies or only 1 birdie. And I'm pretty sure Kristin is the one that got the 1 birdie on most of these holes that no one else can get to.
Yeah.
So she certainly has the advantage going into these last 2 rounds. However, we did see some hot rounds from a few other players.
I know Holly Finley will be the co-leader at 2 down. I played with her on her card, and
we also saw a great round from Sarah Gilpin at just 1 over par. So she'll be joining Holly, Kristin, and Juliana on the lead card going into round 2. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.